God dang! I had to unmute my, I had to unmute my mic, and I had to plug in and unplug my. I had to unplug and then plug in my own headset. The reason why I need a headset because I do not. Wait, not again. Hold on. Testing, testing. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. You gotta be kidding. Wow, there we go. Okay. Anyways, let me try this again. What's going on, everyone? Goddrifter here. Welcome back to another live stream. We're doing another car show, and yeah, because apparently I had to like unmute. I had to not only had to unmute my mic, but every time this happens, I had to like, um, oh, okay. I guess I didn't even get to this. Oh my god, I didn't even get to pick the first category. Well, you guys actually did my job very well, so yep. Ay, ay, never mind. Ay, ay. So yeah, the reason I know you're saying like, okay, we gotta do other lobbies. Well, here's some news. Um, he's gonna end up friending me on PlayStation, on like, in the PlayStation Network. Then you're basically all going to be able to um, join a very special stream on the 27th of this month. So, yeah, that's what I want to tell you guys. Um, just before, where did one? I know that. Wait, oh great, did the Corvette left? The Corvette ended up leaving the car show area without my consent. How dare he? All right. Um. Anyways, wait. Oh my, oh my goodness! One person the one person legit just left. Hmm. All right. Uh. All right. So first off, we have a Super BRZ sponsored by NZ Flooring, Crave, and a bunch of brands I don't even know about. And it's also sponsored by Cooper Tires. Good to know. Anyways, up next we have. Let's have this round. All right, cool. Uh, next you got a Ferrari 458 Italia with a Rebel the White Edition. Yeah, I think it's based off of the actual can. Trust me, I've seen special edition cans before, and theirs is pretty neat. But I like Monsters a lot. Monsters special edition cans a lot more. Anyway, next we got another car that's sponsored by a energy drink. It is Nerd Rebel and a Rockstar energy drink. Subaru, not Subaru. Toyota 86. And last but not least, you got HT44R in the Ferrari P330. Um, Wait, is it the P4 330 or P or 330 P4? I think that's what it's called. Anyway, um, waiting for to do. Third place. I gotta give it to the Red Bull simply because yeah, it's the design is quite simple. It's all white, but with like a black, well, with black text. So um, there's that. Um, Second place, I got. I had to go with I had to go with the BRZ. owned by um, Born, uh, owned by Born. So, uh, yeah, that's second place. And first place, I gotta give it to Rebel in the Subaru BRZ, not Subaru BRZ, not Scion FRS, Toyota GT6. Jesus Christ, they need to. Hey, yay. Whoever came up with those names needs to get their eyes checked. Hey, yay. I know it's not Toyota's fault since 86 sounds a lot easier to say than Scion FRS or Subaru VRZ without mistaking one or the other. Except they're the same car. The only difference is that there are literally latest livery. Ah, crap. I don't know if I count this as a livery because literally all I did was change the color and um I paint the chrome part. So uh yeah, I don't know if this actually counts, but we'll see. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, so yeah, categories is your latest livery. Even though mine is literally just uh I would say it's literally just me painting over the chrome parts of the car and yeah, and different wheels. That's basically about it. Change your friend request. Okay, cool. Um for those who have joined the live stream, um if you have friended me on PSN, then um then you can actually get access, or I can actually send you guys invites, so that way I can actually because there will be a car show, yes, but it's gonna be in GTA Online, and it's only gonna be in GTA Online because of something, because of that special day, and that special day is in the 27th. So yeah, that's basically about it. Let me just wait. Okay, I just need to make sure. Uh, all right. Um, so yeah, but anything further ado, oh, okay, MCLA fan gets MCLA fan got here. All right. So I'm guessing that's everybody. Oh my God, BRC, just pick your spot. All right. So no one's judging us is in. Essentially, we know this as the taser because it literally legit sounds like one. So yeah. So we have a BRZ, we got a Cobra, we got camoed out Dodge Charger. I think there's a Porsche over there, and I think that's about it. And I see all those emojis. Well then, oh snap. Okay, so MCL. So Daily got third. I got second. MCLA got first. Right then. It's gonna. Then you find underrated. Uh, let's see. Uh, if I know my underrated cars that most people don't buy usually, I had to go with the hmm. Yeah, I might as well go with the wait, where's the other one? Found it. Uh yeah, I found the Coronet Super B very underrated. And the reason is because this thing is a good drift car. I actually tried it before. It's pretty cool. Um well, unfortunately, the fact that the vehicle has 4 gears, it's no different than driving a GMC Yukon Continental Club 3 with 4 gears even though the car is fully upgraded. All right. So far we have uh, oh okay, so I'm gonna pick the Fugu Z. Fugu Z, SLR McLaren. I've got an Audi R8, and we have a 250 Berlinetta. I think that's what it's called. Uh, and no one's judging this. Is oh no. Okay. Well, now I know. I already know who won because the host is in it. Oh my god. Nice. Lol. Well, then again, I don't blame you to the fact that a lot of people go to the big six, as in um, and the big six being Subaru, Mazda, Honda, Mitsubishi, um, wait, Honda, Mazda, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Subaru, and Toyota. So yeah, those six. But there are a handful of other Japanese vehicles that may consider. In fact, even though we have the 6 cars, uh, have the big six, which is those manufacturers I mentioned. Excuse me, Honda was also in the big four of bikes. Basically, um, let's see, bikes such as Yamaha, Kawasaki, Suzuki, and Honda. And actually, most guys did not know this, but Suzuki actually made cars, and their only popular, well, 2 of the most popular vehicles are are the Suzuki Swift and the Suzuki Cappuccino, which came out around the 90s and is one of the 3K cars. And I talk about the big picture here. So most likely it was a trifecta. So yeah, we're not even strangers to actually to trifectas of vehicles that we get. So Nordic got third in the Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. HT44R gets second, and the 250 Berlinetta. And Lewis got first in the Coronet. Ugh. Okay, so category is group 3. We haven't seen that category in a bit, so yeah, there's that. 250 GTO, lol. I'm used to calling it either the GTO or the 250 Berlinetta. Um, don't ask me, I'm not Italian, so there's I haven't used this in a while. My RX Vision. I mean, for the US, there's like the top three, which is not top three. There's the big three, which is Ford, Chevy, and Dodge. But the big three were meant as the Ford Motor Company, General Motors, and the Chrysler Corporation. And yeah, that's basically about it. Um, I'm gonna unplug my TV accent. How do you manage to do that? Um, okay, so we have. Okay, so we have the what's that called? So we have the 458, we have the Mustang, we have another 458, an SLS, and wait, what just got here? It's an SX and one. It's right next to it. Is that an R34? Oh my goodness, mate. Okay. Whoever's in that Skyline, please change to a Group 3 car. That because that's literally the category. It's going by my foot, and you know, yanked it, but yanked by mistake. What in the world? And Shelby Super Snake delivery. I can see that. This is. I haven't. They're saying knocked off. I haven't seen a Super Snake in any game at all outside of Need to Be Hot Pursuit. Like, if anything, by that time, what's that called? Um, Hot Pursuit was literally, um, it was literally Touchdown Unlimited 2 of 2010. So there's that. But yeah, I haven't seen a Super Snake in a while, and it's for a very good reason. It was only in one game, and one game specifically. Wait, no, it was in two games, but more or less it was pretty underrated due to the fact that they keep I don't know what's going on um with good cars being so underrated, but for some reason they're like, oh yeah, let's just have the Shelby and put in Group 4. Don't worry, it's not slow or anything. It's like it's not slow at all. You just assume it'll be slow, but no, it's ridiculously fast. Oh my goodness. I do miss the Super Snake though, even because obviously it was one of the cooler cars that we ended up getting back in the 2010s. So yeah, there's that. Um, so HC44 gets third. Second is MCLA Fan with the Super Snake. Oh, excuse me. And first is CD Firebird. Yep, and bringing the tire loose. So, yeah, there's that. Category Chevrolet. Okay. Um, if I had to pick which one I'm going to go for, it'll probably be Actually, I haven't picked this in a while, and the one I haven't picked in a while is literally my replica of the I think it was the 45th or the 50th anniversary edition of this car. So there's that. There it is. Okay, so all right, so we got Corvette, Corvette, Camaro, Camaro, old school Nova. Uh, we got the Grand Sport. Okay, and you got the C7R, and he used the. Well, unfortunately, I don't blame him if he has to use the wrong Camaro, because if you have seen the Fast and Furious movie, he has it was a I think it was like 74, 73 Camaro that they have in the movie. I don't know, but it has that specific stripe, so I can't remember which one it was. And ignore the Yanko text on there. I just put it just because. uh, right. So we have. Okay, I see another Nova. So that's supposed to be. Oh my God. Okay. we got, ladies and gentlemen, we got Hudson Hornet. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm here for a little bit, for a little over an hour. Oh, okay. Yeah, alrighty then. Oh, I got third. It's the 50th anniversary Camaro. What do you expect? I mean, then again, when it comes to their special editions of the Camaros, nothing actually changes. It just gets a special color. I think that's about it. Um, MCLA fan gets second, and I guess he was in the Grand Sport. Um, and I already knew Lewis is gonna get first place. It's because of I think it's called patina. I think that's what it's called. Oh, no, never mind. This is so Bora got first in the newer Camaro. I'll see the judge. Uh, the one that was judging was CD Firebird in the Camaro F bomb. Anyway, so Born has picked the next category. Uh, category's favorite car. Ah, crap. All right. Um, yeah. We're going to Mitsubishi because why not? Uh, wait, no, that's Mazda. Okay. Hmm. You know what? Forget it. I'm picking Nessa. Okay, if you guys do not watch that dude in blue, um, he actually reviewed an Evil 10 as known as Nessa, which I think at that time he was living with two roommates, and they both ran Evos. The white one, let's see, the Evo 10 was Nessa, and then there was another person that owned the Evo 8, and the Evo 8 was called Jasmine. And believe it when he says it, but it's probably the scariest thing uh, driving. So, not driving, to actually, be in, due to the fact that it's literally a, a quote, XXXX Evo. So, I would not be surprised if the car made like quintuple figures for some reason, or five figures. I don't know. I mean, then again, that's way faster than before. Than before. Okay, so the one judge us is in the RX Vision. So, okay, so we have a 330p4. We got a Mustang. Let me just move up a little bit. Um, we have a Renault. We got all those bumper guards. Okay, we got a Bugatti. We got a Chiron. Well, a special version of Chiron. And no, he didn't. No, he stinking didn't. No. Get out of there with that man. How dare you put Subaru decals on a Renault? A Renault is French, not Japanese. They're clean? Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm in NASA. Anyway, we got a Chiron. We got a Mark IV race car. Oh, god dang it. I don't know if that's a two by four or a KTM. I can't remember. That's it. Audi Quattro. Uh, I know the last one's the MP412C. Okay, it is a Cobra. Anyways, oh, okay, it's an RX-7, and I was kind of right. It was a Quattro over there, and there's a wait. What the heck? Okay, well, I don't know why I didn't realize there was I think it was a Mercedes. I can't remember, but yeah. Oh, okay. 30 minutes have passed. So um today's racing cliche I'm gonna be talking about is known in the 19 known as 1930s car physics. Now, for those who do not know what the heck I'm talking about, essentially there are cars that are older than the 50s. In fact, there are cars older than the 40s. That's right. We're talking cars that are from 1910, legit 1910s to 1930s, and legit, it's probably one of the most interesting cars to actually put into a game. And there are also some ways that it can actually go wrong. And by going wrong, I meant literally anything can actually go wrong when trying to add those cars into the game. Those cars are killing machines. Uh, no, what was I say? Oh yeah. So basically, these type of cars are. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So literally, um, anything can range from a Ford Coupe to a Dodge truck. Heck, even a Chevy sedan will have actually been considered a car from the 1930s. In fact, there are also legit four doors that a lot of people like to. Well, okay, I see a handful of Mitsubishis and little to no Subarus. Why you do this to me? Anyways, um, well, yeah, there are some interesting ways of actually adding some cars to the list. And for and this, for example, the Burnout Paradise actually has a handful of 1930s cars. For example, the hot, the Hot Rod Coupe and the Grand Marais counts as one of these. And not to mention, these type of cars you usually find if you're going to like a hot rod show. You know, those type of cars that are fenderless, has exposed wheels, big meaty fat tire in the front, and meaty but skinny tire in the rear. It's not, wait no, I got that wrong. Big meaty fat tires in the rear, while meaty and skinny tires in the front. And they usually had or had not have an engine exposed along with a full-on blower. Um, Now a good rat rod, yeah, pretty much. Anyways, um, so yeah, there are other cars that you can actually count as a cars from the 1930s. For example, 17 Payback had the 1932 Ford Roadster. That actually that is actually true to the fact that 2015 added the car as free DLC. So in terms of what type of vehicle it is, it's probably more than a couple of. Not to mention, it was by far the cheapest and most expensive. The reason why I say it's cheapest and most expensive is because in 2015 they added two hot rods, and um, most likely one of them is the original 1932 Ford Roadster. But there is another hot rod which I want to call a resto rod due to the fact that the car had a full-on NASCAR motor that rates to 10,000 RPM and pushes around 815 horsepower. And as you guys say with me, Bet Customs F-132. Yep. The only car now that can actually outrun anything that is, well, obviously not a Porsche RSR, but that is another topic for another episode. So um, in terms of really good examples, GTA Online has a handful of hot rods in terms of, well, what they were. For example, the Roosevelt Velour and the original Roosevelt are, excuse me, essentially 1934 Cadillac Town Cars, which was owned by the really famous Al Capone, who actually was who actually built the car in order to become bulletproof, and yeah, and yeah, it was actually one of the first bulletproof cars that a lot of people made. Um, let's see what else. And then the recent hot rod, the Hustler, is based on the 19 was around it was based on the Model 18. Okay. No, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, there are also other car games like there's Minutes for 5 hours. Maybe we get new cars. I I highly doubt that. And not to mention, actually speaking of which, I found out that Gran Turismo is being pushed back to 2022, which if you know the records, then you probably will realize that they are going to take this a lot longer than expected. Um, no, okay, let me go back to the main topic. Um, so yeah, uh, yeah, there are, yeah, basically, in terms of, well, unfortunately, um, there are also some bad examples when it comes to, probably a VGT. That is true. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah, but but for in terms of the 1930s, their cars have problems, and not to mention those problems can translate to the game. For here's a very good example. Uh, okay, hold on a moment. Uh, guys, there are other Nissans than just the Skylines. Like seriously, there's Sylvias and Z's out there. Like, what the heck, man? Ugh. Okay. Hold on. Let me grab something a little bit different. Even though I like my GTR, I just there are way too many GTRs in in that category. So yeah, there is the X. Anyway, um, the problem that most 1930s cars face is literally it's physics, as in they have physics of an open wheel car, and no, and not talking about in a bit, talking about not talking about in a good way. I'm talking about in a bad way, as in literally any crashing that involves the wheels being hit first is legit about to be causing problems. In fact, the Grand Marais had this problem, and it wasn't good. uh, yeah, I'm gonna continue this topic a little bit later, but I might as well gonna change the today's cliche again because I don't think I have enough um things to talk about. So yeah. Uh okay, so not everyone's here. Oh god dang it. Uh another GTR. Gee, Willigers, mister. I'm wondering how many GTRs gonna be in here. So unless that's a 350Z in front of me, this is a full-on GTR fest. Like what in the world? Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow, okay. God dang it, this always happens. Alright. Fine, we'll wait. I don't know if those two are legit, like, parked somewhere, because I know one of them's in a Subaru, and oh, okay. Finally, someone with a different vehicle that's not a GTR. I'm sorry, but when it comes to this category, the only Okay, never mind. Okay, there is during the ZX there. Um, okay. I bet most guys like, oh, you blind? There's like a Thurin ZX over here. All right, all right. Okay, now we can get started. Ignore that. This is all right. So right off the bat, we got the Dubai Police GTR, and it's not a bad car to actually live with as a daily. Up next in HT it was HT4R. He has the 2020 Nissan GTR, which keep keep in mind this variant of the car was supposed to come out in 2020. It's 2021. um, Up next we got a Itasha Nissan GTR, made by CD Firebird. Um, Up next we got Murdog in the Chronos Nissan GTR. Up next we got Passat 412 and a okay, I'm not gonna lie. This is legit a stock livery. I can tell through the fact that there's Puma, Nissan, and Nismo, and Yokohama all over the car. So, yeah. Anyways, up next we got the really famous Kawasaki GTR made by MCLA fan. Up next we got Kelly Lewis in um, in the Fuguzi. Uh, the next got Roadhogs and um, oh wow, okay. I just get a delay for anything else. Okay, you have an Natasha car. Next, I swear to God, if I see one more of these, this is gonna get ridiculous. Like I know it's an iconic car, but it is iconic because of the movie it was in. In fact, I'm pretty sure very quickly I see more than a couple of those myself. Heck, every time there is a Nissan category, you know what I see? Those. Up next, we have a clean Nissan 300ZX. It's actually cleaner than mine, obviously, but overall, it actually looks pretty cool. That's where it's overrated. It hurts. You know what the sad part is? Um, this car has been recreated more times than I can count. Uh, Paul Walker's barbecue. Oh my God. Calm down, everyone. I already know we have the Paul Walker jokes already, but still. Up next, we got Nordic Rebel 95 in the Blitz Nissan GTR. Next, we got Dutch Gamer, and I think this was the GTR LM car, and last but not least, uh, yeah, Daily in the Nissan GTR with, I'm guessing those are TEs. Um, Actually, no, thought it. You know what the sad part is? Um, the one who actually owned that car, aka Craig Lieberman. I watched a lot of his stuff on his channel. Um, he said that the car with most car drives wasn't a good idea at all. In fact, it looks more ridiculous than it actually counts. But don't take my word for it. Just watch his channel. Anyways, so anyway, I was about to review that blue GTR, but unfortunately, he kind of left, and by that I meant the blue GTR RJ2. No, 35. Just say. Moving on. Um, third place. I've gotta give that to. Oh, sorry about that. I'm sorry, but Blitz GTR gets third. Um, um, second place, we got Ray and the Nissan 300ZX. So, all right, and okay, it's hard to pick a first place. The fact that, uh, well, it is a tie between the Dubai Police GTR and the Calisonic GTR, both of which are very iconic due to the fact that it was in so many videos. But in the end, I gotta give that to the I get to the Calisonic GTR due to the fact that the the reason why Dubai has police supercars as police cars is because because they accidentally forgot to pay their taxes, and it's like, oh, okay, it's either gonna get rescued or it's gonna be turned to a police car. Oh my goodness. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. But um, instead of 1930s cars, that's hmm, what could be a good topic? Oh, some car. Let's see, some. Okay, meet the newest racing game ever. You end up, and you found out it's free roam. And okay, next is cars and racing liveries. Oh God, I hope he doesn't mean like actual race cars. Groups 3? This is. I hoping he doesn't mean any sort of race car because, well, I wouldn't say that mine is in fact racing related, but what the heck. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, locations are just as important as cars, and a lot of racing games these days had either fictional or they're based off of real life, but it actually has a fiction setting. And here is a very good example. Um, for example, Metal Club 3's not Tokyo. Um, Metal Club 3's is San Diego. It has almost every single thing, and it's based off. It's not to mention the fact that it was also based off of sightings, and okay, it wasn't Itasha car. Jeez, I got that thing by mistake. Anyway, um, the design. Thank you very much. Well, yeah. More importantly, um, the thing that a lot of people need to realize is the fact that even though that there are good ways to have a location, and there are bad ways. Let's see, there are ways to do a location, there are bad ways to do a location. For example, let's see, Forza Horizon 4. Um, um, legit, Britain is probably one of the probably one of the maps that we didn't suspect. We and keep in mind we suspected it was gonna be Japan, but unfortunately, That's not the case. In fact, pretty sure I remember correctly, um, uh, the uh, last two games were based off of a European slash Australian country. So literally, we had okay. So Forza Horizon 1, we got Colorado, which is in the U.S. Um, the second one in southern Europe, aka figuratively and literally Monte Carlo. Um, what was it? Is in Japan. It feels more like an ESP game. That is true because a lot of people begged. A lot of people begged Turn 10 like, please give us Japan, please give us Japan. It's like, guys, do you guys want this game to be Forza or Need for Speed? Because this is like, where your next GTA is gonna be. Well, I'm talking about racing game locations, not GTA locations, but um, but then again, GTA can count as a racing game, but it's more of a sandbox, really. Bad Pike peaks in the update. Hmm. Okay, yeah, I got third. Anyways, um, GTA could be anywhere. He's not wrong. If there's any, my goodness, if I speak Suzuki, what the heck? Now, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically, what it is probably so yeah, Forza Horizon 3 takes place in Australia, and then Forza Horizon 4 takes place in Great Britain. That has to take a lot of people's wants into consideration. Well, it's not the fact that a lot of people want things in their game. It's that most likely, here's the thing. Here's the difference between a want and a need. A want is when is like considerate. A need is basically being desperate. It's not being desperate in a way, but it's more like it has to be in there because like no other game actually has that. In fact, there are some maps that are very good, and here is a very good example: Midnight Los Angeles. Yep, Midnight Los Angeles has probably one of the best maps out of all the games that I have to. Yeah, and of all the maps I actually played, pretty sure I remember correctly, nothing tops out MCLA. That is for good reason. Los Angeles is big enough for a game that takes place in 1990, not 1990, around 2008. Yeah, and yeah, heck, yeah, and South Central expansion, because the city feels like a city. Yeah, that is basically true. Um, at the same time, and heck, actually, out of all the series that I liked in the Need for Speed series, um, although Need for Speed Heat comes second, Palma City actually takes first, and it's for a very good reason, and that is the fact that not only there's like cities or different sections of the map, but my God, the canyons, dear God, the canyons, and actually it's very good reason. DX6 these having set back even further apparently. C needs to be he is too small. It's too small. Well, then again, most people will prefer like a big city because the biggest city that I've seen in an Need for Speed game is not even on top of my list. But I'd say which city is biggest. I say it's a tie between Need to Be Underground 2s and Need to Be Undercovers, just because there are sections of the city that a lot of people need to like think back of. Like for example, um, even though Heats is a bit small, but there are so many things to actually explore to the point where literally you have to like look everywhere else. To be honest, I would prefer an open country road for Forza game, not cities. Uh, if you want, well, Need for Speed Run did that actually in I think it was back in 2012, if I remember correctly. Wait, no, it was 2011. My mistake. I'm mistaken. Most likely 2012 for Need for Speed Run. How am I mistaking a good game for a bad game? How is I supposed to consider that? Uh, but open country roads. Oh man, if I had to say which one has the most country roads out of all of them, I'm sorry, but I had to go to Ibiza. This is Ibiza from Tesla Unlimited 2. Fourth one as Japan. Tokyo better not be a tiny little city. Tokyo is supposed to be massive. Well, um, then again, it depends on how much they visit, like to the point where it's like, okay, we got Japan, we should be good to go. It's like, you do realize like Japan is not just this giant country. Like there are multiple sections of Japan, and pretty sure if I remember correctly, it's not just highways, it's not just togeis, but there's also some city lights as well. But not city lights, the city life. Jeez. Um, but yeah, Ibiza from Tesla Unlimited 2 has some open country roads. It was a map likely for its why it may and it is Japan, but it may not be true. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes leaks are not meant to be. They're meant to be for like teasers or something. Um, this year we probably get the whole planet to drive in just like a new flight simulator. You wondering how much space that would take? Like no, like I'm not kidding when I say this, but um, you have to think about it. How much space does a game need to actually be able to actually play a game like that? It's like, oh yeah, we get to go everywhere we want in a racing game. It's like, okay, yeah, it's pretty cool, but at the same time, it depends on how much megabytes it is there. And not to mention, there are also some bad ways to actually a do a map. For example, needs to be paybacks series not streaming not download just like the new you stream it not download it. It's similar, it's similar to playing game because not everywhere has a rendering property because you don't see details in the air. I got the fuck up food candy sponsor. Oh god dang it! It's basically a food sponsor. It's basically the next category. Oh my goodness. Oh, a product. Um, yeah, so product placement. Uh, if I had to choose which vehicle I want to pick, uh, hmm, I'll say why not. But then again, when it comes to like there are some bad locations that a lot of people didn't consider. Like for example, um, and keep in mind this is my first time talking negative about the Midnight Club series, but I'd say my least favorite map, it has to be Detroit. And it is for a very good reason. Because not only that, you can easily damage out your car if you're not careful, but at the same time, you can actually. Well, too, but maybe in the future. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically, Detroit, even though it's the last location, is probably my least favorite map, and it is for a reason, and that is because of how low. It's not how lower tier the car is, but one of the tournaments unlocked a Group C car when you obviously have Group A cars for some odd reason. And not to mention, it's not okay. So most likely, out of all the locations in Middle Club 3, um, San Diego by far is the easiest. Um, Atlanta is hard, but it's a good type of hard, and Detroit is very difficult. Detroit is guess we say Detroit is a difficult map, but Tokyo has the tightest shortcuts you can easily mess up on. That is true. That is very true. Trust me, I have done it before. It's not worth it. So like, just take the regular line and not mess up. In fact, in order to actually do that, you have to at least be in a bike or something, because obviously no one's gonna be like, let's take this shortcut, and your car gets stuck. Trust me, I've been there. It's not fun at all. Oh my god. And not to mention, Midnight Club 3 of all games messed up my favorite childhood supercar, the Murcielago. But it wasn't the LP670, so I'll let that pass. But more or less, it kind of messed up to the fact that the sway bars are way too soft for what it is. Oh my, oh my goodness. Ay, ay, okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically, well yeah, there are. Okay, so the only game I know that has like a bad variance of areas is figuratively and literally. I really don't know this. One two has a race in Tokyo where you got a time trial with a checkpoint over the water and you had to jump at enough speed, otherwise you lose. What? Dear God, how? How in the world they managed to actually make a game that is difficult than the successor? How is that even possible? I mean, then again, you have Middle Club LA, so there's um. Well, yeah, it's actually very there's actually some good locations, and there's good location, and then there's bad location. Then there are some weird locations that most people didn't expect to be in a racing game. And a very good example is one of the many test tracks that are in any game that is a simulator. And don't get me wrong, it actually is a pretty cool way to actually um wait no, actually I know a location for a track that is kind of odd, but at the same time, it's not very true. And that is have you seen the new Hot Wheels update on Forza Horizon 4? If you talking about the Legends update, I kind of knew already. Because, yeah, uh, AR-12, that's kind of a big duh, if you ask me. Um, But yeah, more or less, you want my opinion on it? They're kind of okay. I know, like this is. Keep in mind, this is coming from a guy that grew up with Hot Wheels, and I can tell you already that that those cars are not gonna be as fast as the full-on OG originals. And by that, and not to mention, I kind of wish they added the DR2. That's just my opinion. But then again, um, okay, you guys do not know what the DR2 is, then look it up. You probably will see why. And yeah, in terms of weird locations, Juice 2 has probably one of the most interesting. Like I didn't suspect France as a as a track in Juice 2. And well, I guess that's about it. Tokyo is fine. But Tokyo, as always, has probably the most complicated track of all time, and that is, um, I think the track's called the Divine or the Deviation. Is where in that question, this also goes along with I'm forgetting stuff again. This is I've I forgot how you can play MC2. I haven't plugged on my PS2 in a while, so right now I have the PS3 plugged up, and I've completed Midnight Clubs 3. Also, I had completed Midnight Club 3. I have completed Midnight Club Los Angeles. I'm still on the first level. Uh, yeah, probably one of the it's probably one of the games that I actually wanted to play for a while. But I'm still stuck on uh, I'm still stuck on Emmanuel. Not Emmanuel. I think it's I forgot what that guy's name with the RX-7. No, wait. No, no, that's not it. Well, I actually beat Maria. I think her name's Maria. Already, I can't remember. It's been a while since I actually played the game. But son of a gun. Hector. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the one RX-7. Um, but I'm not. But I'm not. But yeah, I beat Maria already. Um, turns out the angel was okay. So in terms of personality wise, Moses is humble. Um, I think his name is Steven. Yeah, Steven is the most nerdiest character I've ever seen. It's like you bought a well-tuned car, but fortunately for us, you chose you chose going to Paris. Hector is before LA champ. The category before. All right. Um, Hector is before the LA champ. Oh, actually, that's wait. Oh no, the about there's then there's like legit Guinea, which literally I'm like, huh, that's interesting. The LA champ with a big difficulty spike. Dear Lord. I hope he's more of a challenge than Book, because I don't know how many people be like, man, Book is easy. It's like, it's kind of true, really. I actually beat him 8 times. First time, I see the first 5 times with a bike, but actually, I have now since beat him 9 times, because the last car I use is, let's see, both times I use a Mercedes Benz, and then the other times I use a Miura. Because why the heck not? um, well, yeah, it's actually yeah, I didn't realize that the early channel can have like a difficulty spike. But the second champion race is actually ridiculous. Champion always, uh, the champions are always difficulty spikes. Okay, yeah, that's kind of yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. How I'm wondering how many people rage quit before they even decide to actually play the game. Oh, actually, I know a location that is kind of good, but it's kind of bad at the same time, and that uses San Francisco. Yeah, that mess was beyond ridiculous, and this coming from a guy that actually played Tesla 2002. Oh my goodness, that game is the Blasphemy Pass. World Champions is the biggest difficulties spike I see in the race game, and that's coming from right after the Tokyo champ. My God, it's like here you can actually have the car. Boom, I'm the I'm the main boss. It's like, oh, that's the last thing we need. But yeah, it's actually yeah, bosses in games are a good way to actually challenge your skill, but if they're ridiculous, then I will have like a license plate that says, "Please nerf this dude." Oh my god. God, is UK? Oh dear lord. Okay. Let's go to country. He's going to world class champ. It's 6 races. Uh, instead of the usual 2. Now, though, for the most part, it's actually I mean, then again, I have played. The, gotta go. Chill stream as always. Hmm. But when it comes to like um, when it comes to like a racing, like in terms of, okay, keep in mind I have played difficult racing games. Like I had. I mean, seriously, Tokyo Stream Racer. It usually is one of those games where it's difficult, depending on depending on how many bosses you beat. In fact, the slashers aren't even a challenge. It is legit the 13 Devils in Kingdom 12 that are difficult because obviously their physics for road drive cars are a lot difficult to actually handle than any game, period. And not to mention, this is coming from the guy that um that actually once beat all the 13 Devils and Kingdom 12 in order to get to the final boss. I'm like, man, this is probably the most difficult game I ever played. Keep in mind, that game took me 2 years. 2 years to beat. Oh my god. And yeah, I beat the game when I was 14. Keep in mind, I got the game when I was 12. Their world, world championship champ race is definition cancer. A super confusing, unordered race dotted across Paris. Most people rage quit and never at that point. Oh my god. Okay, there's a bunch of UK cars there. Anyways, uh, yeah, in terms of how, um, it depends on how many people actually had, um, played Talking Stream Racer Drift 2. Uh, yeah, that's nothing compared to the races in Token Stream Racer Zero. And Yeah, Toy Story Racer Zero is a lot older than Winner Club 2, but there's something to be said about that game. It is bona fide difficulty at its highest point. In fact, yeah, in order to actually beat the game, you have to get one of the boss's cars. A boss car! Which, keep in mind, would have cost literally no more or less than 500 grand if you actually had the money lying around. But here's the sad part. The sad part is the fact that in order to actually beat every single race, you have to follow conditions on the Wanderers, which can be easier said than done if you don't meet the criterias. For example, one of the racers has you requiring 250 miles an hour time. Uh, let's see, 250 miles an hour um, speed trap, and then he'll race you. But here's the other thing: another racer who goes by Zero, in order to actually race him, you have to be around. You have to get first place in every single race MC2. No way around it, as there are no regular tournaments. When it comes to Medical 2, there is no. When it comes to medical games, there's no such thing as a regular tournament. This is. Oh my god. And is he? Oh, dear guy's AFK. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah. But the most difficult person I have trouble facing was a character known as Nightwolf, and Nightwolf is in a R33 L GTR LM, and let's just say that in order to race him, you have to put your PS2 clock at midnight. Midnight. Jesus Christ! If that's not dedication, I don't know what is. And it's like, oh, let's just change to midnight. Oh, he appears. Well, guess what? He is difficult. You find out it's an automatic loss and you have to start over. Trust me, I have played Midnight Club 3. It is different. It is probably one of the nastiest things to lose to, and that is to water. This is like literally a wheel touches the water, boom, you lost. It's like how? Like is my car electric? Oh my god. Oh my god. But then again, I haven't beat Tokyo Stream Master 3 because of the obvious, because the disc is obviously scratched up, so I need to like put in like some waxing thing, I'm putting some car wax on it. I know it sounds bad, but it might be helpful. I don't know, it depends. Um, but I heard Tokyo Stream Master 3 is quite a challenge. Well, unless you're Brian Steiner, then you can actually keep your you keep bleh, excuse me, you keep your chaser. uh, well, yeah, the most important thing about um the location of a game is literally where the story takes place. And for you, future game developers, if you want to actually get a good location, make sure you scout out and or just check Google Maps and pretty sure you can actually pick on what type of place you want to actually take place in. Do you want like a desert, like a desert island full of basically have like a Vegas vibe, or have like a city, um, or have like some sort of utopia, or like a city like a Detroit vibe, or you can actually have um, what's that called? Did you guys phone ones where you had to jump over the water to MC3? True, but literally one mishap and literally boom, there goes your car. Actually, you know what the weird thing is? And I swear the AI cheats in that game, in MC3. Like literally, they fall in the water and all of a sudden, boom, they're back on the road like nothing happened. Like what in the world? Oh my god, it was kind of ridiculous how I was like, it's kind of like how I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. But then again, uh, how in the world do people actually mess this up? Okay. So yeah, not to mention, I know like I talk about Need for Speed a lot, but Pro Street has some pretty good tracks, in my opinion. Like, of all the tracks that I like to do in that game is all the speed tracks. The type of racing I like to do, speed challenges, is because of two things. One is a risk versus reward race that actually tests it, that actually tests your literal reaction to everything, and not to mention, it's probably one of the many um see one of the many games that one of the many tracks I know that can actually have um one of the many type of races that can actually think before you react to something. But it's kind of the opposite. It's like you cannot think, you have to react to how many vehicles there are, not how many vehicles there are. They have to react on how many road conditions there are in that specific section. And why can I was about to say, why can I not find Lexus? um well yeah, it's not a bad way to actually it's not a bad way to actually do a racetrack. But um yeah, I guess that's about it for today's racing cliche. My friend is so used to easy racing games. I got him to play MC2, and he couldn't get past the first. What? How? Isn't the first race the easiest race? Like, what in the world? I mean, then again, it kind of depends on how difficult MC2 is. Although, yes, I heard MC2 is quite a challenge. Though, well, yeah, actually, in fact, I have played difficult racing games, and trust me on this. And the thing about it is, literally, most people didn't realize that not only that clip was difficult, but literally his first race is easy. Oh my god. Let me guess. Let me guess. Your friend's like, how come he has niches like that? Or, why is he faster than me? Oh my god. Then again, I have a friend who used to own a PS2 along with Gran Turismo 4. He said it was boring. I'm like, well, I don't blame you since that's a legit simulation game. So, did my food get cold? Oh god dang it! Yeah, my food got cold. Shoot. Uh, yeah, I'll be right back. You guys test needs to be in the crew. Oh my god. Hold on. So, okay, you if he wants to rage so much, have him play Tokyo Stream Racer Zero, and then have him beat the first section, and then he's on his own, and it's like, why can I not beat him? It's like, well, to put it simply, in Turkish Extreme Racer Zero, um, what's it called? Turkish Extreme Racer Zero, he has it has a thing called known as the trip miles. He won't get past the guaranteed. Oh my goodness. Um, well, yeah, if you want him to play a difficult game, get him Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero or Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift 2. I'm telling you, man, Tokyo Extreme Racer Drift 2 is not easy, and I know that for sure. You want to know how? I have. You want to know how? Simple. It took me 2 years to beat it, and that's because I keep picking the wrong car. Like, I'm like, okay, I might as well just pick like a 240. 240 didn't work. 86 didn't work. It's like, you know what I pick? I picked the Integra. Had an Integra, and I actually won a race. I was like, okay, they're hard, but MC2 is harder. God dang it, you do got a point there. Um, my God. In the world. Okay. So you do have a point that MC2 is a bit harder than it's. Wait, actually, no, actually, you're kind of right. It actually is a lot more difficult. The fact that legit of all things that can actually be hard in MC2, I can't think of a I can't think of a race game on top of my head. I mean, then again, I say needs to be shift, but needs to be shift can't actually ease you in on the gameplay. Oh, okay, I won. Okay. I didn't realize I actually won. Okay, hold on. There's a next category. Uh, and I already knew what type of vehicle I actually wanted to go for. If I can find it, that is. Found it. But, yeah, in terms of, like, the hardest game, not racing game, but an actual, one of the hardest games I ever played, is easily Ninja Gaiden. I have a lot of trouble playing that game than I could possibly count. Like, how in the world do you manage to do all these combos, and yet, boom, you end up dying a lot of times. Wait, no, I didn't mean to pick that. No, not the park there. I meant to park where usually where everybody parks. Now what was I saying? Oh yeah, well yeah, Ninja Gaiden easily a difficult game. Miracle 2 just as difficult. Like how many people have? Well, it's like oh okay they have cars like those in the racing game. Uh, okay. And they're everywhere. Those type of designs are everywhere. For God's sake. Anyway, over GT 2020 NASCAR. Hmm. Anyway, is that everybody else or wait, no, this one coming. Um, Okay. Yeah, I guess that's everybody. We're going to ignore the person that tried to do a hot lap because why the heck not? Uh, anyway. Alright, so first off, we have a Camel. Well, unfortunately, people, I'm not sponsored by Camel because I do not smoke. So there's that. Made by Alaskan Jesus. Up next, we have CD Firebird 77 in the Fast and Furious F-Bomb Camaro S14 just car. Hmm. Actually, I did hurry actually as an S14 now. Up next, we have Dutch Gamer in the 2020 Ford Mustang NASCAR. Um, Actually, it seems interesting. Up next, we got Arc the Goat and Jack Automotive's um, new set of wheels, which is his Sylvia, aka the S14. Even though yes, he has 13, in order to actually complete it, and actually it's not that bad. Up next, I have Flame Ranger and the Verizon number 33 NASCAR. Um, I think it's supposed to be the Mustang, if I correctly. Um, you have Torque Drive uh, in a very recognizable livery. Literally the livery that actually got them to win them all in more ways than one. Up next, an MCLA fan and the 250 GTO. Either the 250 GT, 250 Berlinetta. I can't remember which one's which, but I think this one's the GTO by chance. Um, Up next, we got Luis Darlo and a Four of His Right recreation. Um, Up next, we got Tommy Filth and The Exorcist, actually. Not bad. And Fire, I just need to tell you this, but 252 and 1962 Le Mans livery. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Uh, Fire, that's stock. It's not really a recreation. You didn't do anything to it. Oh my goodness. Alright. And last but not least, there's me and a Ramkid Talingua Mustang. Anyways, without further ado, let's pick our nominees. So in third place, um, I gotta give that to you know, it's stock. Well, it's stock looking, but uh, I already know I picked the category. Uh, ay, ay. So yeah, it gets third. How in the world did you mess that up? Second place actually has to go to the two NASCARs, so um that'll be Flame, if I can find his name. There I go. Flame and Dutch, um, in sec. They both got second. First place. Wait, I gotta give it to MCLA fan because even though It is a 250 GTO with a 1962 livery. It actually looks pretty good. In fact, that's how I. In fact, I kind of like cars like that. Um, you know, long nose, long nose, short interior, those type of cars, yeah. But yeah, don't mind me. I'm just a Talingua Mustang. My goodness. If you guys do not know what in the world is a Talingua Mustang, essentially the company Talingua was a company that actually made yeah, I can't remember. JBS MCLA. This category is Ferrari versus Lamborghini. Oh boy. Okay. My goodness. Um, let's see. Which one do I want to get? Should I pick the one that everybody's chill about or lawsuits? That's what Ferrari is known for. What we know is known for to this day. Oh my god. Oh, that's too funny. Oh yeah, okay. You love getting my cars first. I like the cars because, well, then again, it depends on then again, I don't give you first all the time. Like sometimes you use second. I mean, sometimes you use your third. But the reason why I give you first is because it's not because I'm biased or like because obviously you're a pretty chill dude. The reason is because of my taste for the most part. I mean, and again, the moment I said rapid cut, I'm thinking, okay, let's see if we can get some front cover actual cars that were made. Like we got The Exorcist, and there's my Twinkle Mustang, and then there's yours from Le Mans in 1962. Um, but everybody else is just like, oh yeah, let's. I'm in that ADD group chat. You if you didn't notice. Oh, well, I did. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to that group. To be completely honest, like it is insane how many. Yeah, the reason why I stopped responding there is because literally the moment I keep getting notification, I'm like, let me just put my mess on mute. And it's like, dear, like guys, it's 5 in the morning. Can I sleep in peace? Yeah, I kind of figured. Anyway, all right, so we have a couple Lamborghinis and Ferraris. In fact, this is probably the most diverse I've seen so far. Hmm. And yeah, that GTR is still at it. Okay. All right. Um. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. I kind of see where. I can see how Arctigo actually did his. His is literally just is a regular red Ferrari, but with like Motegi wheels, and it's like as long as I'm not getting sued by Ferrari, I'm good. Okay, Tom Fields got third, I got second, and the one I got first place is Well, actually, yeah. Dutch gamer got first. There go Italy. All right. Well, time for me to get the pizza delivery car. Oh my goodness. But don't mind me. I'm just a Fiat 500 trying to deliver pizzas. Why do hot laps in the car? Why do hot laps in the car still allow me? I think he's AFK. That's basically the reason why. And not to mention, those type of hot laps usually is the reason why most people are like, dude, don't do hot laps. It's gonna be annoying. It's gonna be like encourage anyone to actually race to actually do this, do that. It's like the reason why most people do that is because they're like, notice me, I have the best times. Like, dude, stop already. You're doing too much. There we go. Nice. Well, try to deliver pizzas. We'll begin in 4 hours. Okay. So I'm thinking three more, then I have to dip because obviously, um, right now it's 3:59, and um, I didn't even finish my lunch yet. Actually, I'm sorry, you know. Um, I'll be back for a bit. I'm back. Um, category VTT. Oh, great. This is all right. Who is up for a nostalgic trip? uh, yeah. Do you want to why I say is anyone up for a nostalgic trip? And it's for a very good reason. It's because I am bringing one of the cars. Well, not one of the cars, but it was a replica of a car I made. It was because of. It's because if you see that in the back of my car, you already know what it is. But if you guys did not grow up with this, then let me tell you, is um this is a what's it called? This is a Highway 35 car, and how I know this is because of two things. One, I grew up with stuff like this, and two, uh, yeah, I ended up watching the movie. It was actually pretty cool. Um, yeah, that's basically about it. Now, if only, not only if this thing has a V8. Oh my god. Hey, Torque, just use. Huh. Alright. Tomahawk. How many? Jesus Christ. One, two, three. Oh my goodness. It's the only VG that doesn't look too bad. Hmm. Yeah, actually, you know what I thought about it? If, okay, if most guys didn't realize this, but the BMW VGT, VGT homage is actually based off of the BMW M2. If you guys didn't realize that, if you guys didn't realize that, then yeah, facts. It's like okay, this is, and again, that along with the Mitsubishi, although yeah, it looks a whole, even though yes, looks like a full SUV in over here. It actually doesn't look that bad. The Infinity doesn't look bad either. Um, like say the front, the extra chromosomes. Ay, ay. What the? Sir, you're in the wrong. Oh my goodness. Officer, you're in the wrong section. He's looking for the RP. It's probably two down, two doors down to west, and if you make a left, you probably will see it saying role plays. So yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, the one who's judging us is I believe that's a Mercedes Benz. Wait, no, it's oh, wait, is it a Maserati? Wait a minute. What is that actually? Because the front end seemed familiar. I don't know what it is. Oh, it's a Jag. Okay, the Jaguar. Okay, yeah, I didn't realize that. I'm like, wait, is it a Jag? It's a Jaguar. I don't know why people keep saying like it's not a Jaguar, it's a Jaguar or Jaguar. It's like just call it Jag. I'm pretty sure a lot of people will probably call it a Jag because it's easier to say. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay. and that's the reason why I didn't pick the Tomahawk. Is because um, legit, whoever actually has one of these are most likely have low to no brain cells to the point where it's literally like, this cat is, bo- what in the world? Boring Meterworks BMW. Oh, yeah, give me a moment. I'm trying to pick up which BMW that I want to go for. Manufacturers. Yeah, you know what? Forget it. This is one worse. What's it called? Or actually, you can say that it actually is, or you can actually say it's broken in most ways. Basically, BMW. In fact, there are many ways to spell out BMW. Boring Motorix, broken in most ways. Uh, well, no, not broken in most ways. Broken most ways. Um, Blinker might once. And there are many more. Where did that come from? Or in my case, it'd be being McDonald's being McDonald's wheels. Oh my goodness. If I can, let's clean up my screen. What in the world? Like Big Macs and a large chocolate shake, please. Sauce. Oh my goodness, this is too funny. I need to make more food cars. Oh my god, it's too funny. I have the pizza. Yeah, I have pizza. I have this. I need to make a Burger King car. Like I haven't made one of those yet. Ay ay ay. Hmm. And Taco Bell. Hmm. What in the world, man? Taco Bell. I'll get a Travis Scott deal. Oh my god. Oh my god. My controller died. Falling. Alright, so 44 category N200. Alright. In the end, there should be most wanted, but not sure on the B. Oh, being most wanted. Oh my god. Hmm. Uh, category N200. Hmm. Oh wait. You already know where I'm going with this vehicle. Wait, N700? Wait, that's what it says? Oh, my mistake. Okay. Sorry, I'm literally nearsight. Well, I can see very well. It's just that sometimes I have to determine if it's either a 6 or 8 or a 7 or 2. And it's like that's either a 7 or a 2. If it's a 2, then into 100. But if it's a 7, it's in 700. Well, in that case, well, time to grab the West Coast Custom Special. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to talk about the last racing cliche, and that is, should trucks be in uh, when wait no, actually wrong category. Um, and most likely this is a very good question that most people will ask. Are there any other types of suspension other than just coils and bags? Well, the answer you're looking for is basically is all the way back in 2005 when Midnight Club actually first came out. And let's just say that there are more suspension types than I can count. As in, there is coils and springs, bags, and hydraulics. And same thing that could be seen in send 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 different requests as you like. Okay, cool. Um, well, yeah, well, yeah. The interesting part is the fact that a lot of people don't know where the lowrider culture, or actually, in fact, any culture came from. Well, essentially, uh, like these hobbies. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So basically, these type of cars are most likely okay. Here's the thing. I grew up around lowriders, so many many people think like, oh, it's just a car with hydraulics. True, but it also depends on what car and what hydraulics that these cars are in. And he's trying to say that, oh, you can actually turn any car to a lowrider. Well, they had to pull off a lowrider's look. You see, back in the day, it used to be how low you can go, not how high you can go these days. But then again, it depends on what type of car it is. Um, and not to mention, it's probably best if you know what cars you can actually turn into lowriders. For example, um, many people turned the 1980 turned the 1980s El Caminos into lowriders. Heck, even the 1970s Monte Carlo can be turned to lowriders. But the most famous one, or most infamous one, is the 1960 the early 60s Impalas, as in 1959, 1960, 1961, 1962, 1963, and 1964 are considered those type of lowriders that most people actually get. But at the same time, there are also some G bodies that you can actually find. Um, there's some G bodies you can find. Some Caprices, and heck even some Chevy Bel Airs count as some lowriders. But in fact, the thing is, this this was right. The oldest lowrider is from the 1950s, where they actually get 1930s cars, and yeah, that's basically about it. Um, so if you're game developers, if you want to actually add some things like hydraulics or bags, make sure that you know what cars can actually be lower. And not mention, make sure you have bags lower than it has to be. So yeah, guessing this one. So which one I've done so far? Uh, okay, yeah. So VGT was one of them. She was one. This one's 2, and this one is 3. Most funny design, show your creativity. What did I just hit? Oh my god. Uh, do I have anything that's funny? I mean, then again. Oh, actually, nah. Okay. Well, I guess I have to sit this one out because I don't have any funny cars. Dang it, that's the last thing I need. Ugh. Anyways, I guess I'll be in it for now. Um, so yeah. Um, Actually, this was actually pretty chill for once. Actually, like no one decides to do donuts or even though yeah they're hot lapping, they're not bothering anybody. But then again, I'm usually strict about things like that. Um, I do love that most wanted and 3. Yes. Actually, let's any a little different vehicle. Alright then. This is so moral of the story, um like it's not bad to actually make recreations of things, but just be sure to be sure that you're the only one that actually had done the recreation before. Because if you have not done your own recreation, then then most people consider you're either that you don't have the replication of the vehicle, or they're just trying to actually get you to fast stuff that you didn't make your first replica. But wait, no, wrong moral of the story. Moral of the story is um most likely there's one thing I know, and it's actually very true. It's the fact that a lot of people just want to work at some place, or they want to make their own money. But the thing is, unless you have a college degree, oh, not college degree, unless you have a high school diploma, there then it's an instant go to college, in my opinion. But then again, if you want to work, you can work. But make sure that if you're going to go to college, make sure it's for something that you like, not just a hobby or like a habit, but out of necessity. Trust me, I have been there, done that. And this is a very good example. I had, let's see, the reason why I changed colleges 2 years ago is because of one thing only, and that is the fact that I've been taking different types of classes for totally different reasons. And I want to be in automotive. I want to be, you know, in that college. I want to be in the automotive. Um, I want my major to be automotive, but unfortunately for me, um, that type of mess is in a different campus. So, um, so that's why I changed. Not only I changed colleges, but I had finally got my major, got the major I wanted, which is obviously automotive technician. So yeah, in terms of a very good advice, wheels can actually break a car. Actually, it can actually either make or break a car. So for example, if you want to get like actual TEs instead of like the reps, just be sure to be sure to save your money and just enjoy your pack. So in fact, moral of the story is, if you enjoy something that you like in life, just do what you have to do. Welcome to the car show. I actually left um because I was supposed to end it anyways. So yeah. Without further ado, it's time for me to end this. Hope you guys enjoy this live stream. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, and we'll see you next. Follow me on Instagram at Goddrifter247sun Productions. Follow me on Twitter at GG27S. And last but certainly not least, check out my Discord is at Goddrifter247sun Productions. Bleh, Productions Garage and Museum. And last but certainly not least, um, make sure that you friend me on PSN because in 4 days a special day is gonna come up and you do not want to miss this one. And also I'm gonna stream it, so there's that. Also, make sure you check out Wanga Fury. And yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys have a dope Tuesday. And last but certainly not least, this is Gotcha to sign off, and I'll see you guys next time. And also, I'll be streaming tomorrow, so there's that. Anyways, this is Gotcha to sign off. Peace.